Welcome to Marketing is Broken, where we strike down bad marketing like an editor with too much coffee and a new red pen. Let's go to this week's story. Orbit Media just released its 5th annual Blogger Trends Report. This year's guide asked more than 1,000 bloggers about their approach to blogging and covered topics such as blogging length, time, frequency, formats, and tactics. When segmenting the data for respondents who said they achieved success from their blogging efforts, 2 competing dynamics emerged. First, successful bloggers are putting more effort into each post. Longer posts are becoming more prevalent, both in terms of the word count and the amount of time it takes to create them. The longer the blog post, the more likely you are to report having a successful blog. But second, blogging success has also to do with blogging frequency. Orbit Media's studies showed that the blogs that published the most frequently were also the most successful. Each insight by itself is interesting, but put together, it's pretty clear that bloggers have simply concluded that more is better. And that's not exactly good news for bloggers. Basically, if you want more success, you're just going to have to do more work. And most of us are already feeling like Scotty from Star Trek, and if we give it any more, she'll blow. So, is there a way to work smarter and not harder here? Can we increase our content marketing success without more output? This brings us to this week's topic. Consistency is one of those things that we know is good for us, but for whatever reason, find ourselves constantly fighting. As marketers, we crave novelty, innovation, and anything fresh. If we wanted things to be the same every day, we would have gotten into accounting. No offense, bro. But according to a study by Lucid Press, brand consistency is responsible for up to 23% of the revenue that companies generate. Like it or not, we need to force ourselves to embrace consistency if we want our content brands to grow. So how can content creators get the most value from being consistent? Why not take a cue from an industry that has had content consistency on lockdown for years? Television. On some level, a blog is a lot like programming a television network. As a blog editor, you get to choose the type of shows on the network, when they air, their formats. There's a lot of parallels. And just like TV, there are certain rules that you shouldn't break. In many cases, consistency is at the core of those rules. Here are 3 ways that bloggers can learn from the television industry to achieve more consistency and with it, more blogging success. First, content creators should be consistent with their cadence. If you think about it, we all have a few pockets in our day where we consume content. Maybe you check your feeds while you're enjoying your morning coffee like me. Or maybe you listen to your favorite podcasts in the afternoon while you work out every day. These are your available time slots, and just like TV, there's such a thing as prime time. As a creator, you should find your audience's best available time slots and then publish content consistently to train them to expect your content regularly. Second, be consistent with your concepts. In the world of television, it would be nearly unthinkable for a show to change its format. If Seinfeld went from being a show about nothing to a show about something, it just wouldn't make any sense. Similarly, if a crime scene drama all of a sudden started cracking dark jokes about the victims, viewers would be thrown off and completely appalled by the writer's choices. That said, we content creators should hold ourselves more accountable when it comes to selecting themes for our content and then sticking to them. That doesn't mean you have to limit what you publish to just one type of content, but you should find your thing or things and then stick to them. For example, this video series is called Marketing is Broken and will always be about things that the marketing industry could be doing better. And rounding out our tips for content consistency, our 3rd tip is to be consistent in your topics. Most bloggers today are aware of search engine optimization at some level, and many of us even have targeted keyword lists. But with Google's new topic layer, which the company says is, quote, engineered to deeply understand a topic space and how interests can develop over time as familiarity and expertise grows, content marketers absolutely need to be more consistent in the topics they want to cover. It's much more important to rank for a handful of keywords that don't have a lot of search demand but are central to your business than it is to rank for high traffic search terms that aren't 100% relevant to your brand. So please, take Orbit Media's advice and publish more content if you can. But if you're already at maximum capacity, then look at consistency as your next big move to grow your blog and your brand. And that's how you can help fix marketing. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Marketing is Broken, brought to you by Brandish Insights, the world's first brand analytics platform. We're like Google Analytics for brands. Catch this weekly show by subscribing to our YouTube channel or by visiting brandishinsights.com to learn more.